Executive Director of Gathered Strong. It's an initiative out of Sedgwick County, and I think she's going to tell you about what's going on there. I'm really excited about that. Welcome.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the committee. I appreciate this opportunity to speak today. This is my first time. I'm very nervous. My name's Jay Hedrick. I'm a licensed master's level social worker, the executive director of Gathered, and I'm leading Gathered Strong, Sedgwick County, a continuum of care for vulnerable children and families. I'm here in strong support of the juvenile stabilization centers, and just as importantly, the way that we choose to use them. Juvenile stabilization centers can provide safety, assessment, and stabilization during some of the most overwhelming moments in a young person's life. And that matters. But stabilization alone is not enough. What truly changes outcomes is what happens before crisis, during the stabilization, and after a youth leaves care. Children and families do not experience crisis in isolation. In moments of crisis, the brain's survival system overrides rational thinking and its trusted relationships, which are often built over time and with qualified professionals that can help calm the nervous system so that real healing and decision-making can begin. Crisis is often the result of layered challenges, trauma, unmet mental health needs, housing instability, school disruption, and caregiver burnout. No single system created these challenges, and no single system can fix them alone. That is why juvenile stabilization centers must function as connected hubs, not standalone placements, but deeply integrated within community providers who can walk alongside youth and families over time. We would never ask or expect a neurosurgeon to work in isolation. If a child needed brain surgery, we would not search only for the lowest cost option. We would want someone who's qualified, someone who understands what led up to the injury, what recovery will require, and who has a strong team for follow-up care. Stabilization is not the end of the story. It's a moment within a longer story. What matters is the continuity, ensuring that youth and families can continue receiving trusted, community-based services after discharge. These aren't just cases. These are humans, and they're our future. In Sedgwick County, we feel like the time is right for this type of change. Through Gathered Strong Sedgwick County, agencies across child and family well-being, behavioral health, education, housing, and community organizations are actively collaborating to improve outcomes for vulnerable children and families. We've recently launched a shared social care platform that will allow agencies to see services being provided across organizations, reduce duplication, coordinate care, and make better decisions using real-time and longitudinal data. This kind of infrastructure is also essential for juvenile stabilization centers to succeed. When the stabilization centers are connected to strong community partners, we do more than stabilize crisis. We change the trajectories. This work requires appropriate funding, and we cannot expect high-quality, holistic care without investing at a level that matches the responsibility we're placing upon the systems and the providers. Choosing the least expensive option is not the same as choosing the most effective one, especially when the long-term cost is paid by our children. Kansas has the opportunity to move forward thoughtfully, collaboratively, and responsibly. Juvenile stabilization centers paired with strong community-based services and sustained investment can be a powerful part of that future. Thank you for your time and your commitment to the Kansas children and families. I'll stand for questions when appropriate.
Thank you very much. We'll have questions for you in a few minutes. And then Carrie Larnard is our last